Have you ever felt too small to make a difference? Meet Barnaby. He's just a small dog with big ears and an even bigger heart. Today, we are going on a journey across the country with him. He doesn't have a map, but he has a mission: to find the meaning of home. Stay tuned, because by the end of this story, you'll see how one small act of kindness can change everything. Welcome to Hani English Stories. This channel is designed to help you practice your listening, reading, and shadowing skills. Whether you are a beginner or an advanced learner, follow along with the subtitles to improve your English fluency. Let's dive into our story. Barnaby arrived in a town called Oakhaven. The air smelled of cinnamon and fresh bread, but the streets were empty. He followed his nose to a small bakery. Inside was Mr. Higgins. He looked very gloomy. Barnaby didn't have money to buy bread, but he had something else. He found a stray ball outside and dropped it at Mr. Higgins' feet. Wag, wag, wag. Mr. Higgins looked down. For the first time in months, he smiled. He played fetch with Barnaby for 10 minutes. That small spark of joy gave Mr. Higgins the energy to open his windows. The smell of bread drifted out, and soon the whole village was lined up outside. Barnaby traveled far until he reached the big city. It was loud and overwhelming. Everyone was in a rush. He saw a group of kittens stuck behind a fence in a dark alley. They were scared of the loud sirens. Barnaby didn't bark at them. Instead, he found a discarded wool sweater and dragged it to the kittens to keep them warm. Then he stood guard all night. In the morning, a kind lady who worked at a nearby animal shelter saw them. Because of Barnaby's persistence, all the kittens were rescued and given a warm breakfast. Barnaby's paws were tired, but his spirit was strong. He reached a house with a beautiful wild garden. Mrs. Gable lived there. She loved flowers, but her knees were too weak to pull the weeds. Barnaby watched her. He realized he could dig. He began digging up the stubborn weeds, being very careful not to touch the roses. Mrs. Gable laughed with delight. "You're a natural gardener," she cried. They worked together all afternoon. Barnaby learned that cooperation makes any job easier. That night, he slept on her porch, dreaming of blooming sunflowers. After many months, Barnaby returned to the place where he started. But he wasn't the same dog. He had friends in every town. He realized that home wasn't a specific building. The lesson: Barnaby realized that home is wherever you are kind. He didn't have a house, but he was at home in the hearts of the baker, the kittens, and the gardener. In English, we have a saying: kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Barnaby proved that you don't need words to change the world. You just need to show up. What a beautiful journey! Let's quickly review the 3 key words we learned today. Mission. Noun. A specific task or goal that a person or animal believes they must complete. Example: Barnaby's mission was to find a place where he truly belonged. Shadowing. Noun. A language learning technique where you repeat a speaker's words immediately after you hear them. Example: you can improve your pronunciation by shadowing the narrator in this story. Wag. Verb. To move a tail quickly from side to side, usually showing happiness. Example: Barnaby started to wag his tail when he saw the friendly baker. Gloomy. Adjective. Feeling sad, hopeless, or without much light. Example: the baker felt gloomy because no one visited his shop anymore. Stray. Adjective. An animal that is lost or has no home. Example: even though he was a stray dog, Barnaby was very clean and polite. Drift. Verb. to move slowly through the air or on water. Example, the smell of fresh bread began to drift down the street. Overwhelming. Adjective, something that feels too much or too difficult to handle. Example, the loud noises of the big city were overwhelming for the small dog. Persistence. Noun, the quality of continuing to do something even though it is difficult. Example, thanks to Barnaby's persistence, the kittens were finally rescued. Stand guard. Verb phrase, to stay in one place to protect someone or something. Example, Barnaby stood guard over the kittens until help arrived. Overgrown. Adjective, covered with plants or weeds that have grown too large and wild. Example, the garden was overgrown because the old woman was too tired to fix it. Stubborn. Adjective, difficult to move, change, or deal with. Example, Barnaby used his teeth to pull out the stubborn weeds from the dirt. Cooperation. Noun, the act of working together with someone to achieve a goal. Example, with a little cooperation, the garden was beautiful again in just one day. Specific. Adjective, clearly defined or identified, a particular thing. Example, Barnaby realized that home isn't a specific building, but a feeling. Fluency. Noun, the ability to speak or write a language easily and accurately. Example, practicing with these stories will help you reach English fluency faster. I hope you enjoyed Barnaby's adventure. If this story touched your heart and helped your English, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to Honey English Stories and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new lesson. Comment below, what was your favorite part of Barnaby's trip? Thank you for watching and keep practicing every day. See you in the next story.